We have some very sad news to report on what's usually an amazing day. New Year's Eve, of course, is always a lot of fun, and happy New Year's Eve to all of you. Those of you who are here early, thank you to the 20 or so of you that are here. But as many of you may have heard already, we lost legendary entertainer and genuinely nice lady, Betty White, passing away at 99, just a few days from her 100th birthday celebration that was being extensively planned. She's been in the public zeitgeist for quite some time. Her career obviously rekindled with things like Golden Girls and Hot in Cleveland, and things like that. Just her incredible acting chops on display for multiple generations. Her sense of humor and her kind spirit. She was recently interviewed with Ryan Reynolds, doing some joking back and forth. Basically, I think her last statement to him was, it's just too hard to get over me," or something like that. It was pretty funny. But it's a real shame. She was incredible. And 17 days is what Terry Rose says, I believe. Mere days away. Man. Anyway, just a huge bummer. Not the best way to start the show, but unfortunately, this is the news of the day, and just a real bummer. Just a few days away from her birthday, and we've lost a lot this year. Lost many legendary entertainers. Betty White was just one of many, but one that's probably more dear than anybody else. Ed Asner maybe didn't ingratiate himself the same way to other parties, and of course, the many other entertainers that we lost this year, both in film, television, and music. It's been rough. Let's just put it that way. But that's not what we're here to talk about today. I do think it's about time for 2021 to end. But with that, that sad news being brought to you, and I actually considered when I had heard the news originally, which was about 6 minutes after it went public, was going to go live then just to do a show about that. But then I'm like, no, I can push it back because I'd rather talk about the things that the new year could bring. I mean, that's what we're here for. For me, New Year's tradition usually involves something quieter than it used to. I used to go out, used to go places. Usually, we would often find the boss and I in locations for events. And now it's completely different. I think that's true for most people as they get older. They tend to stay in and enjoy the revelry from in front of their television set. Have their own parties, those kinds of things. And around the world right now, that behavior is being controlled. Once again, as we go into the new year, our friends in Canada are not able to go out after a period of time. There's a curfew in place, and public gatherings, eating in restaurants, has now been those freedoms have now been removed once more. You're starting to see this as a trend, and if you don't understand why, this isn't the place to find out, because I don't usually dive into the political stuff here. Now, one of the things I'm going to launch in 2022 is another channel, and I will be making more full use of Odyssey. There's a good reason to make full use of Odyssey. They allow for so much more over there, a little bit more speech, a little freer, and that's a very, very good thing. So with the sad news of Betty White, how about some interesting news that I don't think anybody's going to cover this weekend, but I thought it would be fun, at least for me, to cover this. This is something that could change the landscape for creators that want to use a property to make something new. Winnie the Pooh, The Sun Also Rises, and many, many other things will be going public as the calendar turns to 2022. So you will now be able to use things that have entered the public domain, such as Winnie the Pooh and The Sun Also Rises. This has to be disappointing for Disney. We also have films by Buster Keaton and Greta Garbo. Some of those works will have their copyrights expire as well. And you will see poetry collections, things like that, that will also go there, but specifically silent films like Battling Butler, starring and directed by Buster Keaton, The Temptress, starring Greta Garbo, The Son of the Sheik, starring Rudolph Valentino, and For Heaven's Sake, starring Harold Lloyd, are also becoming public property. Under 2018 legislation by Congress, sound recordings from the earliest era of electronic audio will also become available. Copyright experts at Duke University estimate that some 400,000 sound recordings from before 1923 will become available for public use, including music from Ethel Waters, Mamie Smith, Enrico Caruso, and Fanny Bryce. Once the work enters the public domain, it can legally be shared, performed, reused, repurposed, or sampled without permission or cost. It's interesting that you see all these things as they go the way they're going. You see Disney and other large corps trying to do everything they can to keep a stranglehold on these characters and characterizations, which again is one of the reasons why in 2021 we saw many different lawsuits that were being brought by these entities, these studios, in order to try to retain the rights to these things instead of just making a deal with the family. But we'll have to see what comes of any and all of these things. There's going to be a lot of music out there that we haven't heard in quite a while. Maybe it would be time to make a video game that could utilize some of these recordings or similar. Maybe a film, maybe your own version of a Buster Keaton classic. Many of these things are going to be available for use or for your repurpose, cost and rights free. So anyway, that's probably a story only interesting to me. Let's say hi to the chat because there seems to be quite a few of you in here. We got 29 that have rolled in early, so I appreciate that. For those of you who arrived early, I thank you. I know there's a lot of entertainment going on right now. We have Midnight's Edge in the Morning and some other streams as well. Lorena did a lovely stream from Universal. I think I misspoke this morning and said Disney, but she was at Universal this morning. We've got Gomer Kyle hanging out with us. We've got grumpy old Ninja Kentaro hanging out with us as well. HVP is here, and Terry Rose, who, joined me in sadness about the Betty White news. Eric K is here. My good friend Eric K. Can't wait to see you again, my friend. Says Happy New Year to everyone. Well, I'm going to tell you, the boss and I are going to have steak tonight. That's tonight's supper. And we'll be sitting ensconced in front of the televisions watching our favorite shows, Friday Night Tights, Friday Night Frolics, and so many others. I probably won't be on any other streams tonight. I think I'm going to sit out New Year's Eve for the most part. We'll see. PNP are still on. Yes, they are. That's fine. Professor Anthrax, it's great to see you. Dance with a lampshade on your head tonight. That would be fun. Okay, that's something I haven't done in a bit. Darcipio is here. We've got Rogue Disney. Happy New Year to you, sir. Good to see you. We've got Spider Unlimited hanging out with us. Brightest Day is here. Zach is doing quite well. Please check out his channel. He is a very nice person. He gifted a very handsome uniform to Macklin. Made it. She looked quite commanding in that uniform, to be honest with you. Red Gaze is here. It's good to see you. Red Gaze brought the gaze agenda with him, and that's a good thing. Just another red shirt. Good to see you. Switching from phone to computer. Well, I hope you made the switch. Our good friend Dragon Master 360 is here. He's playing the music in the background at the beginning of the show. Philip Gaming. Yes, Philip Gaming. R.I.P. Betty White. Jin Wong says farewell, Betty White. Lots of people are going to be sad at this. Yeah, good old Goldie. Absolutely. Let's see. Our friend The Memes of Destruction says Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year to you, my friend. Peace and love at this time of year for sure. Soul Assassin, yeah, this has been a rough day. May she be at peace. Hashtag legendary for sure. Soul Assassin 2021 can go soon enough. It can't. You're absolutely right. We need to hustle this thing out the door. Yep, she almost made it to the bell. Ding, ding, ding. Yep. Almost. It's hard to get to the Centurion number. I'm going to try. Probably won't make it. Most people Most of the genes in my family put you in your 90s, your early 90s. We'll see. And barring anything unforeseen, I want to be here as long as I can to hang out with everybody that I can for as long as I can. Culture Boss is here. Good to see you, Culture Boss. How are you? She's in the chat a bit. Who do we got here? We got 2022 will be a year closer to economic collapse and the New World Order. I think you're giving them too much credit. Decentralized currency is going to cause a problem for them. I mean, I'm not giving you financial advice. It's not within my purview here on YouTube. But my personal expenditure into crypto is going to accelerate starting soon, January. So, in fact, I'm going to be participating, hopefully, in a podcast about crypto and the purchase of NFTs here in the very near future. So keep your ears to the ground, everyone. Hail and Happy New Year to all as well, says Beesman. Hail, Happy New Year to you, my friend. Happy New Year. I hope that's not true. CV Poppycock, I think it's being broken down. I think one of the funniest things of the year that I've seen is just happened in the last couple of days because of the guidance of the quasi-governmental agency in Atlanta with 3 initials. The first one is C, the middle one is D, and the last one is C. And the hysterical stuff that's coming out that is meme quality commentary, such as this particular organization says that a stitch in time saves 9 and other things like that. It's very funny. There was lots more irreverent things that I won't share here. I'm sure other people will. But again, not diving into the politics of that. Good afternoon to you, executive producer Sol Leibowitz. We went to a wildlife preserve in South Texas near the ocean and saw a lot of boobies. Oh, yeah. The bird, not the, absolutely. Sounds great. Why be sad? She would want us to laugh when we think of her. She lived 99 years, and that's not bad. Absolutely, Darcipia. Well done. Well said. Our good friend Darius Munchausen sends us his traditional box of popcorn, and I appreciate that, my friend. This year has brought me closer to doing some things that I really want to do, and getting a proper studio facility together and relocating properly to Florida and all of that. We got about 2 years to get to that goal, guys. So we need to get cracking. Let's see. Terry Rose is like, the poo also rises. Well, there you go. Buster Keaton was amazing, as was Mr. Charles Chaplin. Both great physical comedians. And you have to be a gifted actor to convey everything on the screen the way that they did. And I think that that's something that most people don't realize. Dialogue is something that enhances film, but you can't get past when you can't talk. How are you going to convey what's happening? Very expressive you have to be, right? Yeah. Good to see you, Commander Ed Straco, and a very happy new year to you as well. Winnie the Gluten. What's up, Canadian Spiderman? Buster Keaton is slightly better than Charlie Chaplin, I will agree. Let's see. Theme Park Casual says, hey kids, happy new year, everyone. Happy new year to you. I hope things are going well in your state, my friend, and that you're able to somehow get magically park passes. That seems to be a challenge. EFAP is potentially going to be cool in 2022. EFAP is always cool, in my opinion. Love EFAP. Let's see who else is here. My allergies are going crazy. What's up, John Riker? What Fathom events are going to do with Betty White birthday? I don't know. They had quite a number of things that they had planned, John. I mean, they really did. I mean, there were a ton of events that they were supposed to have around her birthday. It's just terrible. Happy Friday. 14 inches of snow here, and I'm allergic to snow, says Loubrian in my car. Yeah, I think there are a lot of people allergic to snow. Yeah, that's a great way to not shovel it, let me tell you. Cheers to you, Dragon Master. Absolutely. With the new avatar. Love it. We've got Carrie's checking in. Good to see you, my friend, and thank you for your support. For all the members, you guys, you really are incredible. Thank you very much. How about the films of Lon Chaney and Phantom of the Opera? There are many films that are going to be widely available over the course of the next year and next year as their copyrights expire. So I'll keep you up to that. I'll keep you. I'll keep you up to date on that. I will. Let's see. We've got Mr. Shirt here, of course. Avocado brownies. Awesome. Sounds interesting. Cobra Kai never dies, says Philip Gaming. No, it does not. In fact, if you guys did not know this, and I think you should, season 4 of Cobra Kai became available last night. You can go and watch it. Tom has already seen all 10 episodes, I think. It's crazy. That's commitment. And I don't think he slept. This is a man I was hanging out with, pretty much all afternoon yesterday. And I don't think he's been to bed, but I hope he's good. Making Menudo for the fam. Awesome, Soul Assassin. Good to see you. Who knew? The salt must flow. Thank you for your incredible support, my friend. Eric K says, I should be running up and getting crab off the boats. That sounds great. Sounds great. Standing in the kitchen too, says Carries. There you go. All right. Well, I'm glad you guys are all hanging out here. I really appreciate the support. You have no idea. Nikki D is here saying Happy New Year's Eve and Happy New Year to all, and Happy New Year's Eve and New Year to you, Nikki D. I will live as long as I live. All we have to do is decide what to do with the time that is given us, says Jin Wong. 100% accurate. I agree with that wholeheartedly. Trot says, Happy New Year, all. Hoping for the best, hoping all the best for all the Culture Casino clan. And so am I, Trots. And that was beautifully said. Thank you very much. I hope you have a great year. Thank you for hiding the bot, folks. Monty Python. Facial expressions made the dialogue sing. Absolutely. Again, it's all conveyed in emotion. Riff Magos is here, says Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, Riff. Appreciate it. The lovely Sherry is here. Hello, Sherry. Good to see you, love. Professor Anthrax. All I'm trying to do is to cross a room to drink a glass of water. Bukowski. Good to see you, Mr. Dragon. Happy New Year to you. And I think I'm caught up. I think Lord Thoth rolled in here. Hey, what's up, buddy? Gaskar's here as well. Happy New Year to you, my friend. I hope your neck of the woods becomes more sane soon. That's all I have to say. And Happy New Year to you, HVP. Absolutely. Well, we've got more stuff to talk about. Let's talk about things that did happen in 2021. Some of them were good. We did have some entertainment that showed up. There were some films. We did a little bit of coverage of this Thursday night. That would be last night with Comics Division, and a little bit of it was being done in Midnight's Edge After Dark, and a little bit of it was being done over on Midnight's Edge in the Morning this morning, where we picked kind of 3 films that we thought were out there. And I thought it would be fun to grab what the trade mags thinks were things that they would pick out there, and maybe we could discuss them. I think that'd be interesting. I also want to kind of talk, I don't know if any of you are interested, but like maybe you guys have some suggestions on what the best games and things were for the year, what the best films were for the year, or what the worst films were for the year. And there's a lot of things to say. They're best and worst, to be honest with you. Man of War 665, hail to you, my friend. I love you. Happy New Year to you and yours, and to that lovely wife of yours. I forgot today was Friday when I first woke up. Says Brightest Day. Well, it is. It's Friday. It's New Year's Eve. What are you doing New Year's Eve? Let's take a look at a story real quick that gives us what they think the top 10 movies of 2021 were. Well, they start with a picture of Suicide Squad. I did like Polka Dot Man. I don't know if you guys did. I thought he was a pretty cool character, but they seem to think that The Green Knight comes in at number 10. I'm not sure. Did any of you see The Green Knight? And if so, what did you think? It was a film that appealed to me, but it wasn't something I went out of my way to see. So maybe I'll have to check that out as well. Hopefully I will. Scott Jennings is here. Good to see you, my friend. Thanks for getting the bot, guys. I'm just interested if anybody saw this, and if they did, was it good? A24 films usually cost under 20 to 30 million. That's usually what they go and get financing for. So this didn't cost a lot, so it had to be innovative. And from what I'm to understand, it was a decent film. So I'm very, very, very interested in that. Sorry, sir, we have no more heads here. Thank you. Come again. I don't think I did that justice. Happy New Year to you, Tina, as well. See, Clay Thomas says, I want to see it. So I'm going to see this film. But again, Heat Vision, that's would be the Hollywood Reporter, says it was a pretty good film. So let's see. Green Knight looked great, but the story was long and boring. Well, that's terrible because, the story it's derived one was very good. Holy cow. Sheila E., good to see you. Thanks for joining us. That's a new face here. Let's see. Okay, so there's that. Malignant. Did anybody see this? I had zero interest in it. I guess it was, psychological thriller. I don't know. Didn't see that. Last Night in Soho, I keep hearing is good. Edgar Wright supposedly did a great job with it, but I haven't seen it. Tina Bojan has been touting this film. Also, over with Midnight's Edge, and of course, Toxic Femme has also touted this film. So I'm not sure if any of you saw this one as well. I'm checking the chat to make sure you guys are, if you guys are engaging on any of these, we can get to them. Or if you know anything about them, I'd love to know. Tina BB. Oh, there we go. Tina said something about it. Let's double check. There we go. Odin saw it and loves it. I'll pass because I'm not sure how Arthurian it is. Yeah, it's a good story. I don't know. I'll have to see it and tell you what I think at the end of the day. If Odin liked it, there's a decent chance that I will. But we've gone over and over about them casting an East Indian actor in an Anglo-Saxon role. Oh, okay. Yeah, it was kind of weird. Yeah, and of course, Dune, which I left up there on the screen. I think this was one of the best movies of the year. I enjoyed it immensely. Can't wait to see part 2, right? I have no problems with the way this was broken down. I have no problems with the way the story was told. Was very in tune with the literature, which is hard to do now. But their take is this. Yes, it's half a movie. Yes, that's annoying. But what a half. Very few filmmakers excel at world building like Denis Villeneuve, taking on the very difficult task of adapting Frank Herbert's dense sci-fi novel. There is a roller coaster ride version of this movie that a studio could have done with the story and destroyed about everything about it, which is true. I'm glad that they didn't do it. Even though I'm a big fan of Lynch's Dune, I still think this one might be better. We'll have to see part 2 before I make a decision on that. Let's see. Well, you know what? I'm going to leave that on Dune until we get through the commentary. Let's see. Mr. Shirt says, something tells me I'm glad I never heard of Green Knight. Okay. Oh, I love that you guys are talking to back and forth to each other in the chat. That's great. Let's see. Tina BB is touting Last Night in Soho 2. It's my favorite movie of 2021. I can't wait for it to be on home video. Tina, I will take a look at it. Again, heard it had some depth and was interesting. So there you are. Absolutely. Yeah, I need to remember to go and check out Cosmic Fusion's channel for sure. Check in there more often, I should say. And that's interesting. I'd like to hear that discussion, Mr. Shirt. That would be great. Yeah, Oral Mango. Absolutely. Yeah. That was a blessing from Jay, right? Oral Mango. Man, 2021's been amazing, right, guys? Incredible. Solar Warden says, I loved Dune. Well, I did too. That was great. Dragon Master says, I haven't seen any of the films that came out this year. There are a lot of people in that boat. Bright State says, I saw Dune 3 times. It's the only one I have. Really? I am a fan of the franchise, and this was faithful. I agree with you. Yeah. Clay Thompson, it can't be any worse than Sean Connery Green Knight movie. Yeah, that was a little odd. I still don't think it's as bad as some people take it, though. Richie Dube, how's it going? Bananas to all, and hail to you, and Happy New Year, my friend. Everybody's saying hi to each other. Dune was good. Not great. I'd give it a 7. It's grown on me considerably in the last little bit of time. Dune was pretty cool, I thought. So 16-bit. Mascot. Almost said Matrix. That would have been bad. Let's see. Hey, C for Family is here. Says even half of a movie is better than Lynch's Dune. I think that's fair. I just want to see the second part. Make sure it doesn't fall apart. Zendaya is like a festering boil. She won't go away. Yeah, if I was going to say there were only 2 weak elements in this film, and we just haven't seen enough of her to know what it is. I grew some appreciation for her because of the Spider-Man No Way Home, where she actually showed a little bit of acting ability. I'm very hard on her, though. Not sure why. Probably because she's cast for everything for no reason. I actually loved Being the Ricardos, and that is the thing I have to see now, because I love Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz, and everybody who's seen Being the Ricardos. I said this, so thank you, Rogue Disney. You've given me something more faith in what I'm about to see. Wait a minute. Currently cooking for tonight. Bummer. Make sure to tell Steph Happy New Year's for me. Then, if y'all can't show. Oh, absolutely. We should definitely say Happy New Year's to Steph for sure. What's up, Captain Trek? Good to see you, my friend. Hope things are going well, and a very happy New Year to you, sir. Hopefully, I will have my clock properly adjusted next week and maybe be able to make it to a show, because I would like to be on your show in the morning, my friend. It's just very difficult for me to maintain the schedule that I have right now. I just have to shift my clock just a little more. I think I can do it. Dune is the kind of story that, even if perfectly made, a huge chunk of people still won't like it, says 16-bit mascot. And that's a very good point. I think that's true. They're making part 2. Don't sweat it. They have a lot of more story elements to do. One of the reasons that Denis is good at this is because he focuses on physical stuff, and some of the establishment shots were incredible. I mean, you're not going to be able to do that in a stagecraft, soundstage. You just can't. What he did, you can't do. You have to be doing it where it is, which is why a lot of these films get expensive. It's not because shooting them in a box is the hard part. It's the big stuff. Yeah, I don't know how either. Maybe because she checks like 74 boxes. I have no idea. But yeah, I think Nicole Kidman is a great actress. That's another reason I want to see it, to be honest with you. Let's see. What else do we got? All right, let's keep going. We can talk about Dune all day. Riders of Justice. I don't know what this is. Did any of you see this? Hear of it? Never heard of it. I guess it was it's a Danish action comedy on Hulu. Never heard of it. I doubt any of you did either. Mitchell's versus the Machines. I don't even know what this is. Old Henry. Okay. I have heard very good things about this one, to be honest with you. It is supposed to be a very good Western. The humbled by life old man who wants to be left alone, but is secretly one heck of a gunslinger. Trouble comes riding in, and the climactic gunfight, but in the hands of writer-director, whoever this is. These elements are given a new pair of boots. Very authentic period details and a historical twist. Interesting. So this is Tim Blake Nelson in this film. I'm going to have to check it out. E. Clay Thomason says it was great. Tina Beebe has it bookmarked on Prime Video. So there you go. Yeah. Dragon Master asked this, but why is that alcohol is the logo of New Year's Eve? Can't the kids get something? I don't know. Boggles my mind. Um, I think the glasses, the clinking glasses and the celebratory sharing of champagne or sparkling cider. You know, I think that's just it's to indicate, you know, a celebration of another year, another trip around the sun. Um, you know, that would be my guess. But that's a good question. Um, I like I said, I mean, you know, the alcohol part I could take or leave, but you know, the probably just, you know, that libations were part of, you know, celebrations. I would guess. That'd be my guess. There may be another reason, but I don't know it. Question: does anyone else watch It's a Mad, 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 Mad World tonight as well? No, but I do know people that have that tradition, Rogue Disney, and you clearly are one of them. So that's cool. What about the grapes? Interesting. Lots of people have cool traditions. I love this. Thank you, guys. This is one of the reasons, one of the things I wanted to talk about. You guys are already doing it. Your New Year's Eve traditions. A lot of people you have, or on New Year's Day, Black Eyed Peas is one of those things. And I think Soul Assassin was doing that. Yeah, a spoonful of Black Eyed Peas and 12 grapes for luck. A lot of people do that kind of stuff. You guys have any traditions that are there? I'm just curious. It's kind of interesting. Mad Mardigan has been on about Old Henry. Got to watch it when I have time. Absolutely. Mila, good to see you. Happy New Year to you. Thanks for being here. Mad does love Old Henry. He says there's no women in it. Yeah, Mad doesn't. Again, that's not one of the. I mean, I know he does that, you know, bit, but I don't necessarily think that he means it. I mean, he does have a very nice girlfriend. So looks like Walton's been nuked off of Twitter. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Haven't been able to raise him on the Twitter, but you know, I'm sure everything will sort itself out. Maybe I'll be able to reach out to him on Twitter again when he's back from whatever suspension or whatever it is. So I don't know. Twitter does weird stuff all the time, Parrothead. All right, who do we got here? We got yeah, another one. They think that the third best movie was Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. I don't. I don't think this was as bad as Maternals. Maternals or Medternals. I don't know. But yeah. Not a fan of this film. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't great. It was predictable in every single way. And the problem with the Disneyfication and the politics of everything being inserted into this film didn't help it at all. It really didn't. They seem to think that the second best film of the year, was The Suicide Squad. Well, I don't know about that. Happy New Year to you, Rob Altus. Cornbread and greens. Yeah, we did green beans, right? Green beans, not the Black Eyed Peas, but green beans, something that you got to have around New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. Aluvrian and Makara loves Mad, 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 Mad World. There we go. Good for you, Eric. Go get it, man. Go get it. Just be safe there and back. Please be very safe. And draw your butter properly. Cornbread and greens. Yep. Tom Holland does know her name, Tina Beebe. I think they're engaged. Yeah, I think they are engaged, to be honest with you. Everybody's saying hi to Mila. Family tradition is oyster at midnight. From my dad's side, used to be a fisherman way back in Italy. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Black eyed peas, collard greens. Yep. Yeah. Clay Thomason, I just cry into my pillow as usual. That's not normal tradition, my friend. Wow, interesting. Okay. Don't get yeeted from Twitter, guys. It's harder for me to stay in contact with you. Let's see. Shang-Chi. Yeah. I don't mind Shang-Chi. Yeah, I didn't mind it. It wasn't good. It wasn't bad. Yeah, varying degrees of bad. That's right, Rob Altus. That's true. I have no plans on seeing Shang-Chi in the magic rings or bracelets or whatever. There you go. Adam's apples. That is real bizarre and funny. Professor Anthrax, you're not wrong. Adam's apple that's a very strange term. Yeah, where was Chung Li in Shang-Chi? I don't know. Or in the Mortal Kombat movie, to be honest with you. I was curious about Mortal Kombat. Shang-Chi, not so much. Yeah, curiosity. And look, I know a lot of people didn't like Mortal Kombat. I thought it was fine. It wasn't great. Again, most everything that came out this year was a medium, like a lukewarm medium, like a C or a C minus. There wasn't a lot that'd make you jump up and down. That's why Spider-Man No Way Home is doing so well, because there wasn't a lot out there that was going to give you that kind of love and joy. And people weren't effusive about it. Nothing had great word of mouth other than maybe Dune, and that still didn't carry the day for that film. Yeah, and this is the other thing, Darcipio. I think a lot of people are complaining about this type of elemental storytelling, right? The elements of the flashbacks, or they wear on people. You get tired, right? And this is the biggest complaint you have, and you can have this complaint about anything, television show, books, it doesn't matter. You're lazy. It's lazy storytelling. It's sloppy. Even though it is a form of show don't tell, it's not, it's not done well, right? You can develop a character without resorting to flashbacks. So there is what it is. You went into Mortal Kombat knowing nothing about it. Glad I saw it on HBO Max. Yeah, I'd say a lot of people would agree with that. Not paying ticket price for it. Heat taping the pipes was one of our traditions. Well, you don't want your water lines to freeze and crack and flood. That's always bad. First time making bao buns from scratch. That's awesome, Rogue Disney. Have fun with that. Chung King was in the cupboard. Yeah. Remember those commercials when you were a kid? Try chunking for a beautiful body. Try chunking for a beautiful life, I think, or something like that. Let's see. Flashbacks are becoming the new shaky cam. Yes, Soul Assassin. Well said. Brilliantly said. Thank you to all 42 of you here in the chat. I hope you have a great new year. Let's take a look at this, though. We have we have them saying Suicide Squad was number 2. I thought there were elements of this that were good and elements of it that were terrible. Right? Just god awful. I think King Shark was fantastic. I think that them killing Flag was unforgivable. And I think that they're going to make this knucklehead on the right here have his own show, which he does. I think that's terrible. I really do. And number 1 for them is Nightmare Alley. You notice what's missing here? I wanted to go through this slowly so that we could say what are 2 films that are missing here? What's going on? Tina Bojan, 8 inches of snow? Oh, bundle up and be warm and have all your stuff. Have your, what is it you always run out and buy? Milk and bread? I hope you have milk and bread, right? Or whatever. I hope you just have a way to stay warm. 8 inches of snow in Chicago can be an adventure. So just stay safe. Um, yeah, Relos did rely heavily on flashbacks. It was very poorly done. Um, do you think we'll ever get another presence like Penny Marshall in Hollywood? That's a good question, Rogue Disney. Um, I think quite possibly. I think you have them. I mean, okay, so you have Penny Marshall, Lucille Ball, Debbie Reynolds. There were some females in Hollywood that drove the bus, right? There were some generational studio talents that were female. You have there's a history of it. So I do suspect that we will. People that are like Penny and her family. I mean, her brothers was amazingly influential as well. But I think you'll get them. I think you will, and I think they're out there. I just don't think that I don't think we're exposed to them because of the politics of the day. You know, you. I mean, Cameron Pasha's not wrong when he talks about the club, except there's a lot of different clubs, and then sometimes you get to be in the big club. And all of these people are fighting, they're scratching to their way into it. But I do think that we'll have somebody like her. I do. Many Saints of Newark, excuse me, was a letdown. Yeah, if you're a Sopranos fan, I have heard that. I really have. Richie Duke flashbacks, man. Yeah, there you go. The Sopranos is great. Sopranos is great. Yeah, you don't want to see that movie first. That's for sure. What do we got? Okay, so here we go. I've seen just one movie in a theater this year, Ghostbusters Afterlife. It was the one movie I've seen this year besides Dune that was worth seeing in a theater, says just another red shirt. Yeah, and you know what? It's not on this list of 10. That's why I brought up this list, guys. You know, as much as I've heard positive things about Nightmare Alley, um, number one should be Ghostbusters or Ghostbusters Afterlife or Spiderman. Those two films aren't even on this list, right? They wouldn't even they put in stuff from Hulu and stuff from other places, right? That's bananas. Bananas. Yeah, that was a great show. Yeah, I'm assuming we're still talking about Sopranos in the chat. Let's see, Ghostbusters and Spider-Man. That's right, Rogue Disney. That is what's missing. Yeah, I've heard it's very good. Not great, but very good. What's going on? Spider-Man No Way Home was best movie of this year. You know what, Ian? I think you're right. Ian is the writer, director, creator, producer, and a whole bunch of other things. He's a filmmaker. This one web series he created, Rebecca Gold, is worth your time. Go see it. It's brilliant. Norman, hello. Where is the Ghostbusters? Absolutely. Nightmare Alley was slow and very skippable. Spider-Man and Ghostbusters are missing, says Sheila. You are correct. You guys are right on top of it. No talk of Demon Slayer. Well, I think unfortunately, as you know, Rogue Disney, that's going to have a very niche audience, and they're probably focused on, and most people are, on films with broader appeal. There are a lot of films that are getting a lot of Oscar buzz that no people saw. None. And yeah, I mean, King Richard, the Williams father for, the Williams girls. It's getting a ton of Oscar buzz and nobody went to see it. There's a lot of films like that. Licorice Pizza. A lot of people haven't seen that. Nightmare Alley sounds like something that would cost me a 65-inch TV. Quite possibly. My favorite movie of the year is Nobody, which was also not on this list, which was a very good movie. Wrath of Man was a lot of action as well. Look at Pinto. Happy New Year to you. Mead Raid. Thank you, Cody Guy. Appreciate that. And yes, this list is agenda driven. Watch what we want to, not what you'd like. Watch what we want you to. Exactly. Very good, Solar Warden. Yep, and I agree. It's very strange. There's a lot of great stuff out there. Is there anything that I'm missing? Because I mean, obviously, I didn't mention it, but Nobody was a great film. Wrath of Man, The Protege, lots of stuff. Did anybody see The Hitman's Bodyguard's Wife? Did anybody see that? Ryan Reynolds. Did anybody see Red Notice? It was a Netflix movie. It was very big, apparently. Gal Gadot, Ryan Reynolds, and The Rock, right? Let's talk about Jungle Cruise. That wasn't on nobody's list, right? I mean, there were a lot of things that came out and went splat. There were Marvel films that came out this year and went splat. And as I think Odin, already got to for everybody, Sony kind of came out the big winner this year. Do you know what nobody cares about nor would call their best film? Matrix Resurrections. I don't know. Let's have a good list. That's right. Let's make our own list as HVP for sure. Ghostbusters, Afterlife, Spiderman both had the same feel at the ending, putting the franchise where they should have been. I agree with you. And leaving the door open for more and better. More and better, Rogue Disney. I agree with you 100%. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that those films on that list will be nominated for awards at award shows. I think a couple of them will be. I think you're right there. Nightmare Alley, probably. Old Henry, probably. Maybe Green Knight. Malignant, maybe. Last Night in Soho for sure. Dune, quite possibly. So yeah, I think you're not very far out on a limb. I only saw maybe one on there I loved, and that was The Last Night in Soho. Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch that. I keep hearing good things, so for sure. What's going on, Crazy Cat Guy? Good to see you, my friend. Hail all. Happy New Year's Eve. Happy New Year's Eve to you, and Happy New Year's to you, my friend. It's good to see you. Let's see. I didn't see Godzilla vs. Kong on that list. Nope. But I loved that film, and it made a lot of money. You know what else is not on that list? Although I think technically it came out in 2021, was Fast 9, right? Fast 9. I had a fantastic nap during Red Notice, says Manowar665, the neighbor of the beast. Yeah, I would imagine that a lot of people felt that way. The Rock has a shtick now. It's like this. I hate to say that. He's an incredibly nice, giving man, by all accounts and reports. So I'm not going to say anything at all remotely about him personally. I'm just going to say that, unfortunately, a lot of his stuff feels very formulaic in his characters and the way he portrays them. Of course, I'm also going to say something to make a lot of people mad. Gal Gadot's flat as an actress. I'm not talking about her personally. I'm saying her acting is flat. Very base. I don't think I can remember a year when there were so many movies I couldn't wait not to see. Great way to put that, Mr. Shirt. Just another red shirt swinging for the fences tonight. Love it. Jungle Cruise could have worked as the story is about starting a cruise company. It could have worked if it was good. Trying to build a backstory film for a classic attraction that was created and laid out by Walt Disney and the Nine Old Men. It's just dumb, right? And then you're substantially changing the again, an original attraction by Walt so that you can service some bullshit political crap. And I just said a bad word on my stream, which I don't do. Of course, we're 50 minutes in. It's probably safe. I get frustrated. You know I'm frustrated when I use a bad word. Marby Dog says, Happy New Year and good luck to you and your family. The worm is turning, says Marby Dog for $5. And I agree with you. I do. There's some positive on the horizon. And again, we need to hold people accountable, hold feet to the fire, and we need to seek out legitimate information and not accept falsehoods that are presented to us daily. We need to do that. And we need to do that across the board, not just in, news media or business, transactions or, ethical ones, but also in our entertainment and pop culture. Absolutely. Let's see. Bob Sterno one says, I thought Karen was a masterpiece. I wish I could have said that I saw that Saturday Night Live skit turned into a film. I don't know how many people saw it, to be honest with you. This was terrible news, Crazy Cat Guy. For those of you who are just joining us from the Midnight's Edge stream or elsewhere, Betty White did pass away at the age of 99, just a few days before her 100th birthday, and of course, the day before the new year. So, yeah, 2021 can definitely go to the devil. I was looking forward to the birthday celebration, to be honest with you. It was very bad. I did hear Pig was good. Has already seen it and said it was as well. For those of you who were watching the Midnight's Edge in the morning stream, she said that specifically. I heard her with my own 2 ears that it was very good. Last Night in Soho sounds like a hair metal song. It does. If that's the plot of the movie, if it's a hair metal band, I'm going to see it. A sip of water for the working man, as a famous Jeremy once said. Last Night in Soho is beautifully made with the moral compass of WandaVision. Oh, that's not happy news for me. I thought Fast 9 was a prawn. What's up, Naughty Monkey Wrath? Haven't seen you in a minute. It is great to see you. Just sliding in the door to say it. Hey, y'all. Oh, Happy New Year to you, Naughty Monkey of Wrath. Betty White dead. Well, damn. Yeah, Wicked Potato. I'm sorry. Or Pinto. I do that all the time. Wicked Pinto. There's somebody else that has potato in their name too. I feel like I'm turning into comics division right now. Yeah, it's not been a great year. It was very hard. Thanks for getting the bots, guys. Appreciate it. Good vibes to you. Release the McCracken and Happy New Year. Good to see you. Parrot Head. Good to see you, brother. Yeah, Potty Mouth Casino. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, just dump all the politics on Comics' channel. That's what I do. When Flat looks that fine, I will allow it, says E. Clay Thomason. Well, yeah. It seems like there is a legitimate movie art poster for the Cleopatra on IMDb Pro. I wonder if that's going to be the promotional poster. We'll see. Culture Casino's wholesome fun for the whole family. Coming soon for kids. Culture Ichi. I would love that. Oh man, that was one of the things that always got me interested in physical entertainment installations. Were those goofy animatronics, the cheap ones that you would see at Chuck E. Cheese. Well, they really weren't as cheap as you think. Much like Disney, those things have to be industrially built because they were constantly working. I mean, it's like any other piece of machinery. So, when you see, the Country Bears or any of these other great animatronic setups, they're pretty impressive. You're looking at a lot of quality engineering, amongst other things. I'm always impressed. And it's one of the reasons why I always thought animatronics were incredible. So, yeah. Let's see. Sip of water for the working man. That's right. Betty White's birthday is on MLK Day, the 17th, but she had it first. Yeah. Terry, I know. It's just, there's not that many days removed from her birthday. 18 days. Gonna be a weird year. Let's just put it that way. I'm not slurring my words enough. All right. Well, I'll work on that. You want me to say suffering succotash? Nah, not going to do that to him. That's only going to be around for another couple weeks, so we can only make fun of him for another couple weeks because he'll get used to it and then it won't be there anymore. Let's see. When is this Cleopatra movie supposed to come out? I think less than a year. I think end of 2022. So it had a robot band, but they are all culture. I don't know. I think I would love to have the rest of my Dick's Division comrades with me, right? My friends, my compatriots. Back at work, 3,400 kilometers from home, right? Where is when all this stuff started. Ironic life is. Ironic my life is. Wow, Naughty Monkey Wrath. Back at work, 3,400 kilometers from home. Wow. Tina says, I was thinking about finally coming up with a list of my nicknames for these Hollywood folks I can't stand. Ooh, that sounds good. Tina BBB 2023. There you go, says Tina Bojan. I like all of my Tinas are so friendly. I love it. Yeah, really working hard, walking around at night. Wait, what? I don't know what that means. Did comics say Suffering Succotash last night? I missed it then. He said a lot of great things. It was fantastic. Good stuff. We used to have a Chuck E. Cheese style restaurants with Polynesian theme in Melbourne. Their animatronics were sad and it stopped working. They went bust about 10 years ago. Interesting. Hey, Fat Steven. Yeah, we were just talking about that, man. When that news broke, I saw it about the same time you sent it out. I was bummed out hard. Page 6 had it right away. Terrible news. Terrible. What's going on, Zachariah 315? Good to see you, my friend, and Happy New Year. Oh, and Happy New Year to all of you, including Fat Steven, Jin Wong. Anybody I haven't said it to, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. All right, so we went through some of the best stuff, right? And I still think Ghostbusters Afterlife, one of the best films of the year. I think obviously Spiderman is one of the best films of the year. What about television programs? There wasn't a lot of good TV this year. I don't think there's been a lot of good TV in a while. And I'm going to say this, and maybe people are not going to like what I say, because I have friends who like the show. I don't think Book of Boba Fett's going to be very good so far. I'm up to 41, 42 different things that are wrong with this first episode that just are either inconsistent with character, inconsistent with itself, or any of this other stuff. But it, for as much as I want Robert Rodriguez to do a good job with it, I'm worried that he may not. I did like the song though. And I know a lot of people don't like Cantina Latina or Latina Cantina or whatever it is, the song that they've created for it, the flamenco version of John Williams' classic Cantina song. I thought it was good. Let's see. Obviously Cobra Kai is probably good, but that only dropped, and that's on Netflix. That only dropped last night. What's out there that you think is good? I'm just curious if I missed something. I don't think I did. Yeah, Friday, Five Nights at Freddy's. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, R.I.P. Betty White for sure. Zachariah. TZ Canadian, Happy New Year to you, my friend. Thanks for being here. If Odin has an animated slot, I'll nominate the Witcher film. It was good. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I like that he does that. I do. Tina, I don't watch network TV. Yeah, I don't think a lot of people do anymore. Friday Night Tights has been great this year. I agree with you. Look, if they turn that into a syndicated show, it's I mean, technically they have. I mean, really, to be honest with you, that thing has better production value than most of the stuff we see on a streaming platform. Oh my gosh, to be sure. Hollywood nicknames. Let's see. Mark. Yeah. Forcalo. Yeah, I'm going to say it that way. Seth Rogaine. There you go. Alec Baldluz. Yeah, I would have used something more firearms oriented. I'll have to work on that one. Sarah Bronzewoman. Oh, you guys are so great. Rogue Disney's completely with me. Oh, you must be talking about Boba Fett. I don't know. There wasn't a lot out there. Happy New Year to you, Zachariah. Let's see. Louvre Makara says Boba Fett was DOA. No, really. Yeah. I mean, so much didn't make sense, and now I feel like that I was right, that the back the tank is just a plot device to get to the flashbacks, which I hate. Squid Games. Okay, thank you. A Man of War 665 nailed it. Squid Games, very pleasant surprise indeed. Kind of like like an anti-now story if you look at it, in that way. Very strange. I don't have Netflix and will never have it again, so I can't judge Squid Game. There are other ways to see it. I was disappointed with the Boba Fett show. I read so much of the EU and thought the music was good. There you go. Yeah, I think that's some of the problem is just having a deeper understanding of the character. Thank you. Arcane, right? Titans was okay. I don't know that I necessarily have heard that, but okay. Demon Slayer, of course, absolutely. Fat Steven, Lost in Space. Did you watch the most recent season that dropped? I mean, it just came out. I was just curious. It was one of the most streamed things of the weekend. Witcher. I'm not gonna agree with you on the second season of Witcher. I'm not quite finished with it, but I don't think I can agree. But if those are your calls, man, I'm interested to be sure. Zan Zoltan is here. He says, "Hi, Culture. Almost Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, my friend. I'll say it in advance." Outlick's trigger win. There you go. Superman and Lois has been good, and I've heard that, but it's amazing because that's on the CW, which has nobody watching it. I've never seen a network survive on less than 1 million people watching it with that many shows. Unbelievable. The money's coming from everywhere else. Let's see. Baldwin name shall be trigger. That's rough. My main gripe with Boba Fett is that Tamora Morrison is old, fat, and out of shape. Favreau's script for episode 1 was terrible as well. Wow. That's a lot of a main gripe. I don't know that his age necessarily would matter. One of the biggest problems is you could hide all of that if you just left the helmet on, right? I don't know why. I don't know what it is. Just put the helmet on. Just put the helmet on. You only need him out of the helmet when you have to have face stuff. It's just dumb. That whole scene was garbage. Tokyo Revengers was good. That's interesting. I'll have to go look for that. Yeah, that might be it. Let's see. Oh, hence the question mark. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed that. Baldwin with the line from Batman. Where's the trigger? Yeah, I can't quite do that as good as Jeremy. Jeremy has that one down pretty good. I enjoyed I enjoyed season 3 of Lost in Space, but Titan season 3 was awful, says Lord Thothwell. There you go. Can we all agree that Ryan's Halloween costume of Baldwin was the highlight of 2021? Yeah. Yeah, for those of you who are not familiar with this reference, on Halloween, the GNG member Ryan Cannell wore a Halloween costume he put together at the last moment of him portraying himself as Alec Baldwin, and he carried that off very well all night. In fact, the costume person was asking, "Well, who are you going to Halloween as he was buying all this Western gear?" He said, "Alec Baldwin." Brilliant, bloody brilliant, absolutely. Narcos on Netflix is good. I agree with you 1,000%. Narcos is one of my favorite shows. Narcos Mexico was, I think the last season was this year. And Narcos was very good. Back when I was religiously watching Netflix, I was waiting for the next one to drop. And that's when I thought Pedro Pascal was not a terrible human being. Right? It's very good. Original story of the DEA in Colombia, and then it became Mexico. Greetings, that 70s rock fan is hanging out with us, guys. Check out his channel from time to time, as well as Fat Stevens and so many other creators that have joined us today. I just found out that Schaefer was a Darth Vader fountain pen. Interesting. Oh, has a Darth Vader. I'm like going, what? They make things. Yeah. Schaefer has a Darth Vader fountain pen. That's interesting. What's going on in Fearter? Good to see you. Tina BB. I think Steph knows how. Oh, there you go. Yeah, Steph can figure it out. Ryan's a real Baldwin. He really was. He looked very much like him. Greetings and salutations. Absolutely good to see you, One Man Show, and Happy New Year. Happy New Year to all of you guys, really. To be honest with you. We got about 20 more minutes, maybe, to talk about some things. So nobody really jumped all over the TV conversation. I think we targeted the things that were good. There just wasn't a lot of them. I mean, and that's the other problem with streaming, right? When all of these things drop all at once, and I know you've heard this 1,000 times, but it doesn't make it untrue. When everything drops all at once, it doesn't stay in your consciousness. It's not there anymore. It's not like Game of Thrones. That was appointment television for people on a premium television network where 17 million people watch in real time your season finale. I mean, that's impressive, right? It's like that's like great numbers. I mean, it's like, getting to the top end sports events and stuff like that. It's pretty amazing. But that's why it's different. I mean, E. Clay Thompson has a list, and I appreciate this. Says The Expanse. Okay. Squid Games, yes. Curb Your Enthusiasm. Okay. Narcos. Yeah. Lost in Space. Sweet Tooth. Now, I'll have to ask about that one. Shadow and Bone. That sound the Invincible, Snowfall, Final Space. Are all these on Netflix? Oh, obviously not The Expanse, though, right? That's crazy. Huh. Well, thank you for your list, my friend. I appreciate it. Saving Ryan's Privates. Perry Chan, if you could, would you please? It'll be gold. Oh, yes. Saving Ryan's Privates. There you go. Olaf Van Ness rolls in here. MNE Raid. Midnight's Edge in the morning. Raid. Thank you, Olaf Van Ness. Good to see you. Merry New Year. Happy New Year. Absolutely. Last Dance, if you're a basketball fan. Absolutely. Yeah. Xenomorph. Midnight's Edge Raid. There you go. Thank you. GOT or Sopranos is part of why they were so popular. Absolutely. And I think HBO is going to lose traction, even though they're trying to expand their streaming service globally, internationally. I think they're going to lose traction because they stopped making shows, good stuff. And I think the Warner strategy hurts them. I think I really do. I really do. Ed Brewer, good afternoon to you and Happy New Year, my friend. Appreciate you. Lock and Key. You like Locked and Key? I heard mixed things about it. Pete Den Cat. Yo, yo, yo. That's me being all gangsta. Hello. Well, hello to you, Pete Den Cat. It's good to see you. Hope you have a very, very good New Year. Very happy New Year. Yeah, Sex Ed was a weird show for sure. 3 stock markets finished in the red. Yes, it did. Yeah, I was worried about that. Very mixed light trading to start the day today. Oh, and the Chinese real estate economy is going to, I think, January 6th, 7th, 8th, somewhere in there, maybe the 9th, I think. Going to see another one of them default. People need to pay attention to this stuff. They just don't. Well, I'm going to fly. I have a light infection in my eyes. Oh, that's bad. All right. Well, have a wonderful New Year, Tina BB. Thank you very much for joining us and for being here on the channel regularly. I appreciate it very much. Oh, I got to say, I got to stop over an Odin stream when he does his movie thing. I'm going to do that. The Grand Tour had 2 episodes this year. I did not know that. Happy New Year. Why do you hear plates clinking in the background? Well, I think the boss might be in the kitchen. Got to get ready for supper. Let's see. Apparently there is, oh boy. Jen Wong, no thank you for that. Yikes. Jordy Lyons says, hey, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you. Jordy Lyons, appreciate you very much. Let's see. What else do we have? Is Xenomorph rolling through? Oh, no. They're all saying bye to Tina. Okay. Let's see. Well, we went through the couple things I wanted to talk about. Is there anything besides the Betty White loss that we kind of need to continue speaking about? Is there anything out there that you felt would be a way to put together, put a cap on this year, or do you just want to talk about the future, the things that we anticipate that we're looking forward to? I'm curious because there is a list of that are basically a photo representation of everything that's going to be coming out in 2022, film wise. If you're interested, we can do that. What's going on? Ahoy to you and Happy New Year. What did Tom say about the new season of Cobra Kai? I think he said it was good. I think that was my takeaway. Yeah, Xenomorph. That's where I'll be in 50 minutes. I already cooked 2 dishes. I'll be cooking a third in 50 minutes. Well, there you go. Let's see. Yeah, Cobra Kai should be weekly. It ruins the conversation when everybody binges the show at 2 a.m. It does. And then Tom doesn't sleep for a whole night. Friday the 13th lawsuit? Oh, absolutely. That was great news, right? When we found that out yesterday. Really good news. And we also got some breaking news or rumors that we'd be getting a project very quickly, which would make sense. It's 13 years. Friday the 13th. Line it up with October. You have the perfect storm. 13 years, Friday the 13th in October. I think that's right. Is that all right? Anyway, it's interesting. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm probably wrong. You guys are great. Let's see. It was good. Pretty anti-woke even, says Olaf Ennis. Well, there you go, guys. There you go. Fellowship is going to be growing bigger and bigger in 2022. You're right. You're right. I think your prediction is spot on, Soul Assassin. I really do. Michael Miller said the same thing. Excellent. Yeah. Congrats to that creator. Absolutely. Yeah, the Friday the 13th lawsuit over the original script and the character and everything, that's actually owned now outright. And it doesn't mean that you still have to get agreement between the parties to make something, but you can move forward with Friday the 13th. You just can't maybe have the mask and the other things. So there you are. In 2022, I'm looking forward to Moon Knight. Me too, Tina. Me too. I'm one of probably the few people that even know that character. I think RMB and I talked about it on a Midnight's Edge After Dark stream for hours. Doctor Strange 2. Well, Multiverse of Madness completed 6 weeks of reshoots, not pickups, reshoots at the end of December. And I think that they did that for a lot of reasons, in addition to add a whole host of the new MCU preferable characters of the future, like Miss Marvel and others. I don't know. Unfortunately, I wanted the Multiverse of Madness to be good, and it's looking like it's not gonna be, unless it's changed. I mean, they tested it a little bit and it was bad. It really did. I'm not sure what's coming out in 2022. I hope an extended cut of Dune. Absolutely. Using the Dunicorns there. What about? I was looking forward to Friday pre-flight 0069. Well, hey, I hope to live up to your expectations, my friend. What about? Film rights are very confusing, which is why, one of the stories today obviously was that Pooh and some other things have made it into the public domain, or will when the clock strikes midnight tonight. So that's kind of good. Oh, Friday the 13th, or the 13th of 2022 would be on Thursday. Missed it by that much. That's right. What is going on, Sebastian Simonson? Happy New Year. Also, yes, Book of Boba Fett was meh. Meh. Let's see. Good luck avoiding politics in 2022. Battles will be desperate. Absolutely, Trinoculus P. You are correct. It will be. We'll be fighting it. Moon Knight, my Egyptian mythology fan, is ready. Oh, you're gonna love it. It'll be very good. Let's see. I am hoping it'll be good. I can't predict that. I love Moon Knight, and the teaser did look promising. It absolutely did. Yeah, I think you might be right there. Not exactly. E. Clay Thomason's very interesting character. Mr. Tickle Trunk sends me my favorite super sticker. Thank you for that. I really appreciate it. The Canadian $2 Shiba Inu farting hearts. That's right. Love that. I love the Shiba Inu dogs. Matt Vader is in the house. Good to see you, my friend. Greetings and happy New Year to you, my friend. I hope all is going well with you and yours and all of your endeavors, my friend. They made Doctor Strange look bad in the recent Spider-Man movie. One of the few bad things about it. I agree with you. Winnie the Pooh is in the public domain at midnight. Absolutely. Greetings and happy New Year, everybody. That's right. Especially those of you who are here live. I appreciate it very, very much. Boba Fett was getting beat down a lot in the first episode. Even the Jawas joined in on the fun. Yeah, you always get whooped up by humans. Yeah, not good. Tom just sent me a happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, my friend. I have to send it back. It is so great to have friends. Why is reshoots considered a bad thing? Marvel keep 30% of the production budget purely for reshooting. Well, it's not that, Jordy. It didn't look good to people who saw. There were kind of a rough layout of the film. They saw the direction Spider-Man was going. They saw the direction other things were going. They saw some of the other stuff, and they had to make changes. They also had to make changes because of delays, and then they wanted to then shove some other stuff in at the back end. I'm going to go into that, Jordy, looking at it just like I do with any film I go and see in a theater. I'm going to try and leave my any preformed prejudice at the door. And wait until I see the final product. And I'm glad I did, or I do that regularly, because Dune really did impress me. I was not expecting it to be a decent film. So it does change things. Yeah. FNT starts in 10. So I will see you there in Fear Turn and many others. And I will also see many of you, hopefully, with Friday Night Frolics as well. Yes, please check out Matt Vader 74 and the crew at the saltynerdvideo.com and the YouTube channel. Yeah. Salty Nerd Podcast. In fact, I promote them on Tuesday. They're part of the banners at the very end. If you guys pay attention to the end of the streams, I usually put a bunch of banners up. That's one of the shows I do that for. They're awesome guys. And gals. Don't want to do that too badly. Let's see. Naughty Monkey of Wrath. I hope that you can avoid politics. Good luck, my friend. Of course, Matt. We love you, man. Yeah, we love you guys. Keep pissing off directors. Betty White does pass away. Gascar, we talked about that being, we'll do it again. Passed away at the age of 99, just 18 days shy of her 100th birthday. Terrible timing indeed. Real quickly, what we get in the year to come in film, I'm going to share that with you now, and then we will say goodbye in part and go and check out the amazing things that are on tap for all of us this weekend and our favorite shows. Here we go. These are the things looking forward to, the most anticipated films in 2022. Thor: Love and Thunder, The Batman, Maverick. There's some more of The Batman. I don't know what this is. Oh, Scream, excuse me. Yep, there's the Batman. There's Turning Red, which I think is about a red panda. There is Everything Everywhere All at Once on March 25th. You have Bullet Train. You have Fantastic Beasts, The Secrets of Dumbledore, where they were further destroy Dumbledore as a character. You have The Northman, which is going to be amazing. I hope you noticed that. And Ruben Christopher Haynes, my friend, sends a member chat, which I have not seen many of today. Sorry. If I missed yours, I apologize. He says, Culture, thank you for your friendship. Oh, ultimately, my friend, it's yours. It says, Vegas proved that we are all long lost brothers and sisters. Love you, man. Best to you and the boss. Absolutely. Same to you, Ruben. I hope you have a very wonderful new year and you are healthy, prosperous, and happy in the year to come, 2022. In fact, I wish that for all of you. I really do. Anyway, The Northman is April 22nd. We have Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness May 6th. We have DC's League of Super Pets on May 20th, which is a pass for me. You have Legally Blonde 3. This is interesting. She just sold her company for like $1 gazillion. So it's interesting. Obviously, Maverick is May 27. You have Jurassic World Dominion, which looks like it will be incredible. You have Lightyear, which is going to bum me out. You have Elvis. This is interesting. Austin Butler is going to be Elvis. That's interesting. You have Thor, Love and Bummer. You have Nope. Black Adam. Could be good. Bros, I don't know what that is. You have Don't Worry, Darling, September 23rd. Don't know what that is. Mission Impossible 7. Finally. We'll have to see if this is good. There, it was delayed 5 or 6 times during its making. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 1 comes out on October 7th. So you'll get to see that animation. You have Halloween Ends on October 10th. And then you have the Flash film on November 4th. And some bunch of Untitled stuff. Oh, Black Panther Wakanda Forever on November 11th. If we still think this film is coming out. She Said November 18th. No idea what that is. Strange World November 23rd. Oh, is that based on the video game? Looks like the video game. Interesting. The Fablemans and Avatar 2. Exciting. Batgirl. There's nothing in here that's blowing my skirt up, really. Well, there you go, guys. Things to look forward to. Well, beyond all that, guys, I just hope you have a great new year. Yeah, I can't wait to see you in Vegas again or wherever we meet up for sure. And thanks for promoting the channel. Appreciate that, Mr. Tickle Trunk. Switching to computers. See you all on that other channel. Absolutely. I will see you over on Friday Night Tights. And again, I'll be over Friday Night Frolics hanging out there in the chat as well later. And I don't think I'm going to be on camera anymore this year. Do check out all my friends' channels and every creator that you can. Support independent content creators, not the corporate ones, please. They just do better. They try harder. You guys, oh wow, man, the porn bot's here. Goodness, this is crazy. Thank you to the mods. I do want to say that. Thank you to all my wrenches. You guys are incredible. Without you, I would be drowning in bots for obvious reasons. But yeah, thank you, Ruben. Ruben's so great. I love this man. We have so many great people that are a part of our fellowship. We should all be grateful. We should go into 2022 with a positive attitude as things seem to be turning around, but we have to keep pushing. We have to keep pushing to change, pushing to put things right. That's what's required, especially when it comes to pop culture and entertainment, because as goes pop culture and entertainment, so goes everything else. You have to push back on the politics that are being forced upon you by those that wish to enslave you. And that's the most political thing I'm going to say. With that being said, you guys have a great new year. Be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, wash your hands, of course, because it's good hygiene. And until next time, bye.
Be seated this time. We're landing in about 1 minute. Thank you.
Growing up, I knew two things. That I wanted to be on YouTube and have luscious hair.
Before I ever ran a casino or got myself blown up,
CultureCasino
was a hell of a handicapper. I can tell you that. I was so good that whenever I streamed, I could change the odds for every channel
on YouTube.
I'm serious. I had it down so cold that I was given paradise on earth.
So,
When I got there,
I started doing my own things.
On YouTube.
And I opened up my own store too.
Vibrator repair.
Of course, nothing good lasts forever, and soon Hollywood started pushing in.
You see, I like
Woman.
simple taste. I enjoy,
Intersectional feminism. Marxism.
and gasoline. What's this? And you know the thing that they have in common? They're cheap.
Imagine that. It's like a G-dog on a fly tip, flossing with the pussy, cutting in the crib. What the fuck does that mean?
What am I supposed to do? Like, funny how? What, like a clown?
Get the fuck out of here.
After they got mad, I knew that something had to be done.
Get 3 coffins ready.
Huh?
adios, amigo. Listen, stranger, did you get the idea? We don't like to see bad boys like you in town.
This is my world now.